Tonight's review from the kitchen, because we've just had centenary end at First World War, yeah. I thought I'd review some World War I flying movies, yeah, because we're, you know, as a kid back in the 70s when you built all Airfix models and all that, yeah, I were into mostly Second World War really. I were never that much interested in First as such. Certainly not all the trench warfare and stuff. I mean, fucking hell, what a nightmare. But I didn't mind the planes, yeah. Tales of Daring Do of, you know, Edward Ball, Edward McManus, James McCudden, yeah, Red Baron and all these. So I'm always kind of interested in that. And so I always liked World War I flying movies, yeah. As you can see, this is not from 1970s, but the SE5, it's a bit battered at the moment, like, you know. Yeah, so I've got that. So World War I flying movies. Here, yes. I'll just get up to 10,000 feet and defeat the Harnow chap. These are not actually proper World War I flying goggles. They're swimming goggles actually, but don't tell anyone. Yeah, so got 5 movies to review. Yeah. Yeah, sorted. Right, first up, The Blue Max, yeah, 1966 movie I think, directed by John Gilliman, yeah, starring George Peppard, as it says in trailer. And what's the plot of The Blue Max? Basically, it's about this guy, Bruno Stackel, played by Peppard, who joins, after being in trenches at the beginning, he thinks, I'm not having this shit, I'd sooner be up in, so he joins this flying squadron, yeah, and his only goal in it is to get the Blue Max, yeah, and you get the Blue Max by 20 kills, yeah, and then you know, get it right neck job, and there you go, yeah. That's his only concern. And near the beginning when he shoots somebody there, nobody believes him. He says, yeah, but I shot it down. So next minute, on next mission, he brings a plane back and then shoots it down over airfield. So he gets this reputation as a bit of a ruthless hothead, yeah. And can he get the Blue Max? That's the basic setup of the movie. And I'm going to have to take these off because they're bloody steaming up. Probably just like in real life, you know, 10,000 feet up, yeah, I'll leave them there. Yeah, so can he get the Blue Max? 66, yeah, long film for the time, 2.5 hours, yeah. I'm not a big fan of 2.5 long movies, yeah, but I don't mind the Blue Max. It's plenty of action in it. It follows the template of most of these I'm reviewing, where you get your action, you get your various conflicts between the characters, bit of romance in it, because George Peppard's prancing around with Ursula Andress, who turns out a bit wifer like James Mason, yeah. So you've got all that, you've got all the intrigue, all-star cast, James Mason, Ursula Andress, Jeremy Brett's in it, he plays his rival, yeah. And very much told from the German point of view. But it's alright, Blue Max, I don't mind it. What I like about the DVD, I presume it's the same on the Blu-ray where you get the original intermission, yeah? So that's quite good. And yeah, most of the flying scenes are superb. There's a bit of special effects here and there, especially with something like background shots and all that, but it's alright, you know. And does it have as well exploding airships and dirigibles, yeah? Because you can't be a World War One flying movie and not have exploding dirigibles, yeah? Because if you've not got that, it's like, what's going on, yeah? So, like it says, there was no quiet on the Western Front. I remember when I first saw it, Blue Max, as a kid, and I always remembered ending, yeah? Good ending. And highly recommended if you've not seen it, but if, you know, if you have seen it, then you can always watch it again, can't you? Buzzing. So that's the first one recommended, yeah, World War One for Blue Max. Next up. Hey, what have we got next out, chap? Yeah. The classic Aces High, yeah. Bit of a crappy cover. I'm going to have to redo that cover, yeah, because there's a lot more better ones out there. That's a good cover. And yeah, 1976, saw this back in the day in cinema. Aces High. Based on R.C. Sherriff's story Journey's End, which I think that was set in trenches, but this has been transposed to like the flying corps, yeah. And basically concerns this guy Croft, played by Peter Firth, and his, you know, career in the flying corps. Yeah, that's basically the simple setup, and it says that, I mean, the average age of a fighter pilot then that lasted were like 2 weeks, yeah. And the movie starts off with like day 1, yeah, day 2, yeah, and it's about what happens to him, yeah, throughout the First World War, like. And yeah, I've always liked Aces High. I always thought it was underrated as like an anti-war movie, if you will. I mean, you get both aspects to it. You get the camaraderie and the thing about flying and all this, but you also get the death and destruction, yeah, and it doesn't hold back on that. And that scene at the beginning where Malcolm McDowell pretends he's injured, yeah, and they fly down after him, and then he takes off when they're out at plane, piss funny. That was an actual technique that done by Edward Ball, one of World War One fighter aces, yeah. I always remembered remember Clapperboard back in the 70s with Chris Kelly, and there was a sequence on that where they were showing you the making of it. I think it was only about 5 or 10 minutes, but it showed the Foleys at work, you know, who do sound effects, and it was that scene where Peter Firth goes up the steps at the beginning, yeah, and walks into that house, and it showed the Foleys working on it, you know, with footsteps and all this. And every time I see that scene, I always think of Clapperboard, yeah. Again, same as the Blue Max all-star cast. You've got all sorts in it. You've got Peter Firth, you've got Malcolm McDowell, Simon Ward, Christopher Plummer's in it, David Wood's in it, he plays a good part. You've also got John Gielgud, Ray Milland, Richard Johnson playing cameos, the arseholes back at HQ, yeah. And but yeah, again, you get everything in it. You get the conflicts of all the people. You don't really get any romance. You get a few visits to some French prostitutes, yeah. Plenty of action, and does it have exploding dirigibles? Of course it does. Any self-respecting one does, doesn't it? But a word about Aces High. So yeah, highly recommended Aces High, one of my favourite World War One movies. But one final word, do not watch Aces High on TV, yeah. and especially not when ITV show it, yeah. ITV, notorious disrespecters of movies. I'll never forget that print they showed of Ace's Eye years ago, with last 5 minutes completely missing. Completely. Eh? The whole point of the bloody movie, yeah, gone for a fucking handbrake, yeah. And don't watch it now. Because now, oh, last 5 minutes is back, yeah, but they've edited, censored various other bits, yeah. Bits with fire and bullets hitting bodies, yeah. They've trimmed all that, and even the porno Victorian pictures, which, you know, I think you only see half a tit in it, they're all edited out as well, yeah. So do not watch Ace's Eye on TV. If you want a proper version of it, yeah, you'll have to get it on DVD, yeah. But yeah, it's a good one, Ace's Eye. Good music as well. Just as it was good music in Blue Max, weren't it? Jerry Goldsmith, yeah. So we've got everything, yeah. Got everything in there, right? Just before we go on to next three, just a quick mini break, because like they've just had this scenery, haven't they? And it's it's only 100 years ago, just over, or yeah, that all this stuff went on. And I mean, obviously the development of technology from 100 years ago to what it is now, yeah. But if you think it's not that long ago, I mean, I'm 54, and this were going on only 100 years back. Can you imagine that? 5,000 feet up in air, firing machine guns at each other, yeah, without a bloody parachute. I mean, honest. Just completely crazy. I think later on in the war they actually did allow them to wear parachutes. Yeah, cheers, you know, honestly. But yeah, not that long ago. So these two are like kind of old school, yeah. Where the planes are actually there, they're actually up there, they're flying around, yeah, zipping around, yeah, no problem. The next two, it's more of the modern era. We'll go with them both. We've got Flyboys and the Red Baron, yeah, picked it up for a squid, that, which I think 2006, this came out in 2008, yeah, and Flyboys is about, what's it called? Lafayette Escadrille, or as they say in France, l'Escadrille Lafayette, yeah. It's about this like squadron where these Americans fought in the First World War. It was kind of, I think, formed for them, weren't it? America's first fighter pilots, like, yeah, in the First World War. Stars James Franco. I'd never seen it before actually, so I'll give it a watch. But the style is very different than, say, Blue Max and Ace's Eye, whereas they're a bit more kind of serious, a bit more, maybe a bit more anti-war kind of vibe, whereas Flyboys starts off, you know, with this stirring music, da, 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 the fighter pilots of the air, and everybody's kind of noble and all this, and yeah, so it's basically just about this squadron and the various adventures in World War One. Again, there's a bit of a romance in it. James Franco meets up with this nurse and they have a relationship, yeah, and then you get the, again, various conflicts, plenty of action, but the difference is now we're talking CGI, yeah. The only problem with the CGI is that you do get a kind of video game effect with it, with the flying scenes, yeah, because it's all computer. But personally, I mean, I don't really mind it. I think it kind of suits it in a way, yeah. I mean, I'll always prefer the real, you know, flying sequences, but I think World War One flying movies kind of, they kind of suit CGI as well. It's not so bad, yeah, and it's quite good. The flying sequences are pretty good, yeah. So it's alright, Flyboys. The one remaining question is, does it have some exploding or burning dirigibles? Of course it does. Yeah. So yeah, Flyboys. So recommend that one. So here we're off at next done, the Red Baron, yeah, von Richthofen and his Flying Circus, yeah, where they painted all planes different colours, yeah. Very similar to Flyboys, this one, yeah, where you get the stirring music, everybody's kind of noble-ish, you know, and it's all Knights of the Earth type thing, yeah. But he follows the career of von Richthofen. I'm not sure how exactly accurate it is, but again, same thing, you get a lot of battles, you get various conflicts, another romance where she opens his eyes to the slaughter of war, like, and there's a scene in it where Red Baron and one of his main opponents, played by Joseph Fiennes, they land in no man's land in World War One, yeah, no man's land, nobody's there. So they both land the plane and they have a chat, like, you know, as fellow opponents, if you will. A bit like Heat, yeah, with De Niro and Pacino, you know, the conversation in the coffee bar job. And they have this chat, and I thought, I'm not having that. Surely that didn't really happen in First World War, yeah. But again, like Flyboy, I mean, I enjoyed it. I'd recommend it. Again, same with the flying sequences, bit video gamey-ish, but they're alright. I think that the ones in Flyboys are a bit better. They go on a bit longer, I think, whereas this one, they don't seem to go on as long. But you do get a nighttime attack in this, which I've never seen in a World War One movie, yeah, with planes anyway. I don't know whether in actual fact that they did any night flying in First World War. They certainly did in Second. But yeah, I mean, it's alright. Plus as well, ooh, do we get an exploding dirigible at all? Of course we do, yeah. So yeah, Red Baron, recommended, yeah. Buzzing, yeah. Right, and we come to our final World War One movie. What could it be? To be honest, I've cheated a bit, yeah. Biggles, which technically kind of is a bit World War One, eh? Yeah, but it's with a difference. I mean, Biggles obviously a fictional character, but this was done in 80s, weren't it, Biggles? And it's about, Biggles has this time twin, this guy in 80s, and they kind of interlinked, and the guy goes back in time to where Biggles is. Holy shit. And then they go back in time to 80s, and then it goes back, you know, it keeps shifting in time and all this. I think the subtitle of it was Adventures in Time. And I remember seeing this back in cinema, yeah, Biggles. And I think it's well underrated, because it's, again, there's plenty of action in it, but there's a bit of humour as well with all the different situations that they find themselves in, yeah. And good music if you want to be a hero, yeah, buzzing. And it's a good swan song for Peter Cushing, yeah, his last role, weren't it, where he's in Tower of London, yeah. And I like that 80s vibe it has, Biggles, even though it's supposed to be World War One-ish, it's kind of set there as well. But, bit of historical data here, did you know this? That, because I think Biggles had, well, no, it snapped. Hey, that'd be no good 10,000 feet up, would it, if your goggles snapped? You know, that's no good job I'm only in kitchen, innit? Honest. Right then. Where were we? Oh yeah, historical fact that Biggles obviously flew a lot of planes, and he flew the Sopwith Camel, didn't he? Now the Sopwith Camel, one of the fighters at First World War, were, it was so difficult to fly the Sopwith Camel that more pilots actually died taking off and landing in Sopwith Camel than actually did in combat. Yeah, that's how bloody dangerous it were. Hence the all-time great line when he asked him about the helicopter.
Damn me. What an ingenious contraption.
What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? We better get out of here before they see us. Wait a minute, you're not seriously going to try to fly this thing, are you? You don't know how!
If you can fly a Sopwith Camel, you can fly anything.
Well, this is it, innit? Yeah. So, highly recommended Biggles. Does it have an exploding dirigible? No, but it has time travel. So, what more do you want? Yeah, nice one. So that's it. Right, so that's it. That's me World War One flying movies review. Blue Max, Faces Eye, Flyboys, Red Baron and Biggles. Yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. And see you at 10,000 feet out, chap. Yes. Monty Python blocking me door. Ready.